Hello. Thank you for purchasing my book, The Scary House by me, Nasty Jack. I want to thank my dog and my mama for helping me proofread this book. Anyway, here's chapter 1. The Scary House. By Nasty Jack. Chapter 1, The Scary House. I was sitting on my porch smelling that good dank fresh air and thinking about tricks on my BMX bike when I heard Sally call my name. "Hello, Nasty Jack," she said. I turned to her and noticed she had a little bit of spaghetti stuck on her mouth, and for some reason I kind of liked it. "Sally," I said. "Do you know how to do any cool tricks on a BMX bike?" "No," she said. "And I told you before, don't ever try to ride that BMX bike around my house. It is too dangerous and you're going to break your liver if you keep riding like that." Sally was a nice girl. She had really pretty eyes and the smell of 3-week-old fart. She liked to wear Jonas Brothers t-shirts and she often wore Crocs or flippy flops. One thing I admired about her is her ability to hold a large poo-poo in for 8 hours. One time she held one in our entire trip, which was from Iowa to New York City, and then we drove to Hong Kong for a quick pit stop for Taco Bell. Boy oh howdy though, that Taco Bell killed her and ruined her 39-hour streak of holding in the big nasty log. Anyway, enough about Sally's nasty bathroom stuff. Sally was my best friend and she wanted the best for me. "It's getting late," I said to Sally. "Then you should probably take your stupid ugly bike that looks like a bike a clown rides and go on and ride off into the sunset." Sally said to me as she took a sip of ginger ale. "You are probably right, my best friend Sally," I said as I began to ride my bike down the street. That's when I saw it. The biggest, most spooky nasty thing I've ever seen. I had completely forgot about it, but boy howdy do I remember it. The old spooky house on Nugget Road. Hey everyone, published author Nasty Jack here. Since we are giving this audiobook away for free, my publisher said I had to some advertisements so we can, and I quote, "pay some thick bills around here." So here we go. Our first sponsor today is Squarespace. Here's the thing, folks. Squarespace makes a pretty nasty fresh website if I do say so myself. They've got all these really cool templates, like ones of butterflies and one of cute little kitty cats. I use their dope website builder to make my new website nastyjacktakesabath.com. On this website you can live stream me taking a bath in lots of bubbly soap and singing along to my favorite Broadway's hits. It's really cool cause you can submit recommendations for soap brands or download the live streams in 4K 1080p 720p 540p or 360p video. You can also email me and say something like, "Oh, I don't know. Hey Nasty Jack, please take all my money. I have so much money I do not know what to do with it." Something like that, so yeah. Anyway, if you want to build your own really sexy website, all you have to do is go to www.squarespace.com/nastyjack and enter the code holy boy can't believe it, they are selling them on this side of the, oh my lord, wow, they are selling them for $3.99 inside, but I will give you it for a really low price. I asked them to make the coupon code shorter but they said no, so thanks for nothing, Mr. Squarespace. Our second sponsor this week is Dave's Cool Vape Shop. This is located on 29 and L Street. They sell custom vapes and I got one with a little rabbit on it and boy oh howdy, it is so cute. I don't even vape, I just like looking at this cute little rabbit. They also have some really wacky vape juices like spaghetti and meatballs, pickle juice, mayonnaise, and my favorite goat. For 15% off your next vape purchase, just go to Dave's Cool Vape Shop and say, "Yep, that's what I want," and he will give it to you. Okay, let's get back to the show. The house on Nugget Road had been around since 2006. It was a really old house. It looked kind of spooky because the door was red but the wood on the house was blue. I forgot about the scary house because I would often take a different route home, but I was feeling a little kooky today, so that's why I ended up seeing the scary houses. I pulled over on the side of the road and put the cute little kickstand on my bike down. There was one big thundercloud above the scary house. This house was spooky, I mean for real. Think about the spookiest house you have ever seen and then multiply that by like 5,000 and yeah, that's how scary this house was. The yard management was also terrible. I had cut a lot of lawns in my day and wow, this lawn had not been cut in like at least 3 hours. I tried to open the gate but it was locked, but I was curious to see if the spooky house was actually haunted or if that was just a rumor around town. "Hello, anyone home?" I shouted from the sidewalk. But all I heard were crickets and what sounded like a big nut-buster fart from down the street. The cold wind chill sent goose pimples all down my neck, back and booty. You know that's Mr. Mike's house, right? I jumped out of my boots and looked to my left. A little boy that was roughly 6'8" was next to me. "You scared me half to death, brother," I said to him. He laughed like this lol and then said, "Sorry, I usually scare people because I walk graceful like a cat." "My name is Pickle Rick," he said as he held out his hairy hand. I grabbed it and shook it like a dog. "My name is Nasty Jack and I am an aspiring detective and I want to know what's going on in this spooky house." He smiled at me and said, "Do you know the legend of Mr. Mike?" I said no and he said, "Well, you should listen to it sometime, it's spooky." But yeah, I hear the house is haunted with ghosts, rats and most importantly sunflower seed shells. "I want to go in," I said to Pickle Rick. "You can't," he said. "No way in." "But what about the front door?" I said to him. "Oh yeah, I forgot about the front door." "Well, it's getting late. So maybe not today," I said to him. He agreed and we turned to walk away. "Oh yeah, one more thing before I go, Nasty Jack." I turned and looked at Pickle Rick's boyish charm. "Take this. You will need it." Suddenly I saw a little shiny thing fly through the sky. As I caught it, I looked down at it. It was a key. This audiobook is copyrighted by Nasty Jack Cool Storytime Incorporated.